Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. And you are here with Saturday Night Live with your girl T. What's up? Oh my gosh. How are you all? Last week I was not here. I was going through a little sinus infection. Ooh. Wait a minute. So yeah, last week I was not here because I had a little sinus infection and I did not want to get on camera with all that nasalness going. So yeah, I just wanted to clear all that. I mean, I'm still a little nasally, but I'm way better than what I was last week. So tonight there's no lip gloss, there's no lashes, there's no highlight, there's no contour. There's this is me. This is my normal. I do wear glasses. I'm just like every other woman in America. I do have flaws and this is it. So I hope you all can accept that. Anyway, so tonight I had a really long week this week. Today was a very good day. Today was a very productive day. I got some things done. My best friend came over tonight and we had a lot of drinks tonight. It was good catching up with her. So hey Marsh. So she came over and I wanted to come over and just, I wanted to come on and film with you all tonight. So I'm going to show you what we've been drinking tonight. So tonight it's all about margaritas. That's what we're doing tonight. Now this is the Jose Cuervo margaritas. So this one is already mixed. And I have some oranges and some limes in here. Doing tonight. So here we go. And I love this little glass right here that I actually got from the Dollar Tree. The ugly side of makeup artistry. Now, I actually recorded this video, but when I went back and I looked at the playback of this video, of the video that I recorded, and I looked at how I was speaking in that video. I was speaking from a very bitter and angry place. So that's why I didn't put that video up. So I want to try a different approach to that. I mentioned that there's an ugly side to makeup artistry, and it is an ugly side to makeup artistry. A lot of people are scared to talk about it. But I'm no longer scared anymore. I've come to grips with it and I want to talk about it. When it comes to makeup artistry for me, it's a very fulfilling job for me. I love making women feel beautiful. I love making women see themselves in a different light. I love bringing out the best features in a woman. However, when it comes to makeup artistry, there is a downside to it because you can be taken advantage of. Now, I'm not going to go into detail of how I was taken advantage of because a lot of my older clients do watch my videos and I really don't want to burn that bridge, okay? But hopefully by them watching this video, they can see the mistakes that they made with me. And if I decide to come back to be a makeup artist, they won't make the same mistakes again. When you are a makeup artist and you're very detailed and goal-oriented, you have a certain charisma about yourself. You want the best, you strive for the best, and you go about it very diligently. So for me, when I was a makeup artist, I knew exactly what I wanted. I knew exactly how I was going to go about it, and I saw it through. I built good relationships with photographers. I built good relationship with models, and I built my portfolio accordingly. I do have a old I do have an old portfolio on Model Mayhem. You could tell I'm an old school makeup artist. I have a portfolio on Model Mayhem of my older work. I think you can find me up under Makeup Tiana. But I built those relationships with the models and with the photographers because, you know, you're only as good as your last image. I never forget working with a certain photographer. I won't say his name. But I was so proud of this one photo shoot that I did. And he actually said to me, "You're only as good as your last picture." And I didn't understand what he was saying, but once I grasped the concept, I got what he was saying. Is that once you put that photo up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all social media, and it has its little vibe or its little buzz, after that, after those 24 or 48 hours, that picture is no longer relevant. So you're only as good as your last photo, and I always kept that in my head. But I do want to touch a little bit on the mishaps and mistreatments of being a makeup artist. How can I say this? I'm gonna do it by each client. Let's talk about with photographers. When I started out being a makeup artist, it wasn't the photographers that was paying me. It was actually the model that was paying me. When you're on set and you're a makeup artist, you're there to make up the client. But then somehow you get stuck with holding lighting, holding the Diva fan, and doing touch-ups and things like that. You should be paid for that. You was only paid to do the client. You was not paid to help the photographer. So for my future makeup artists, to avoid this problem, make sure that you have a contract and make sure that you say, hey, I'm only here to do the client. I never forget, I was so proud of this one photo shoot. I was brand new. I had just finished makeup artistry school. And I put the pictures up of the model too fast. And it got back to the photographer that I put the pictures up. And instead of him reaching out to me and telling me that I shouldn't have put the pictures up, he actually reached out to the model and made it seem like, oh, she's thirsty. You know, she shouldn't have put the pictures up. She only should have put one picture up. It just really, really went in on me putting these pictures up. And I said to myself, that will never happen again. And it never did. Only time I ever put a picture up is when I got the photographer's approval. But once again, I was brand new out of school, my first photo shoot, and that was a lesson to be learned. So next I want to talk about brides, bridesmaids, moms, and mothers-in-law and mother-in-laws. Now, as far as makeup artistry goes, you can make a great deal of money doing brides and wedding parties. However, when it comes to brides, and I'm talking to the makeup artists, when it comes to brides, you have to set a certain ground rule. I recommend that you get contracts in place. Because when you're doing a bride, it's a whole lot of stuff that goes into it. When it comes to brides, some brides, not all, some brides really look at you as the help. They really don't respect your craft. They don't respect that you're trying to be there to make their day better for them. They look at you as if you're supposed to do exactly what they want you to do and be disrespectful. And I've had that happen certain times. And sometimes you have to check the bride. Now, another thing when it comes to brides and when you have your bridal trials, you have to learn how to weed out certain brides. And what I mean by weeding out certain brides, for instance, I had a bride, we did a bridal trial. She loved her makeup. This bride inboxed me, emailed me, and messaged me every other 3 days. However, I did not say anything to the bride because the money that I was making off the wedding, I was using to pay certain bills. I'm being very honest right now. But in my heart, I feel like this is like abuse. I know what time your wedding starts. I know what time I need to be there. Your wedding is months away. Why do you keep inboxing me? Why do you keep asking me if I'm going to show up to your wedding? And we already discussed that I'm showing up to your wedding. So you got to be mindful of that. Also, you have to be mindful of the moms and the mother-in-laws that literally want to stand over your shoulder and tell you how to do your job. You have to be mindful of them too. Not disrespectful, but you got to be mindful. You have to be mindful of them. Now, let's go to event planners. Now, when it comes to event planners, they're all about making profit at the door. I get it. I understand it. However, I used to constantly get emails from certain event planners. Oh, I love your work and I think you do an amazing job, and you know, I have 10 models that I need you to do. We're willing to pay $200. We're willing to pay you $200, and you know, we're not making no money at the door, but it would be great exposure for you. Okay, so you want me to come to your event, do 10 people, $200, but it'd be great exposure for me. It's great exposure for me because I'm already exposed. Remember, you reached out to me, so you already know how I'm coming. You already know how I'm working. Why would you ever offer me $200 for 10 people? So disrespectful. And then to come to find out you are getting money at the door. How is that fair? How is that equal? You know? That makes no kind of sense to the makeup artist. And that's the disrespect that I say comes with being a makeup artist. Now, one last topic I'm going to talk about before I end this video is family. It's certain family members who will really take advantage of you being a makeup artist. You're supposed to be at their beck and call. You should not charge them full price. You should not expect much from them. But they want you to give them the world. But they don't want to pay you. You got to stop that too. Everybody has to pay like they weigh. that includes family, you know. So as a makeup artist or a future makeup artist or a makeup enthusiast, whoever that's watching this video, I'm not here to bash my older clients. I'm not here to speak negativity on them. What I am saying is that for future reference, you should be aware of what's going on. Stand firm, believe what you say what you mean, and get the job done. And stand firm in what you're saying. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and end this video. I want to thank you all for watching. Welcome all my new subscribers. I hope to see you all in my next video. If you have any topic ideas, please leave them in my comment section below, or you can hit me up on Facebook, which I will leave a link in my description box, and email me a topic that you would like for me to discuss. I want to thank you all for being here on this channel. Let me know in the comment section what you're sipping on, what you're eating on tonight, what is bothering you, what is making you happy. And I thank you so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, everybody.
I think I'd die for you, Jodeci cry for you, do things when you want me to, like controller.